Hey everybody, it's Vincent Damone. Ghost greetings, Papa power to you. Ghoul good morning, ghoul good afternoon, ghoul good evening, and ghoul good night. How's everybody doing? I'm here to share with you my early impressions of the upcoming new Ghost album, Skeleta, which will be released next month in April 2025. So anyway, about me, as some of you may know, I am somebody in the music industry, and through my various connections and people I know and people I talk to, I was able to get my hands on this new album far ahead of release and probably far ahead of anybody else, including you. So I've listened to it, and here I am going to share with you my impressions of it and give you a sneak peek of what you might expect when you finally get your hands on it. I know a lot of people are really anticipating this new album, including me, rightfully so, because this new album is going to blow you away. This album is going to be like, this new album is going to be like, this new album is going to be like, this new album is going to be like, oh, oh, oh. Some of you might remember that I put up a video like this last time they put out a new album, and if you did see that one, you might remember that some of it was a bit off. But the good news is, I take no responsibility for that. Somebody gave me a phony album that wasn't the real album. So it wasn't my fault. I worked with the information I had, I worked with the music that I was hearing, I worked with what I had at the time. That's all you can do, right? That's all you can do is work with what you got. Do your best. And that's what I'm doing. That's what I did, and that's what I'm doing now. But don't worry, because this time, it's real. I got the real album. I got the real deal, folks. CD itself is over there somewhere. But I've loaded the album into my Spotify. And here you go. I can show it to you right there. Okay? Skeleta. See? It's by Ghost. So I've been cranking this one for like a week now, cranking it up, blasting it, driving around town with the windows down and the volume up. You should see it. You should see it. I'm driving by these people like walking on the side of the road or whatever. I got the music cranked up. I drive by, it's playing. Everybody, huh? Everybody's looking, huh? They hear the music and they're looking, huh? What's that? That sounded like the new Ghost album, huh? Wait a minute. That's not out yet. How does he have that? I'm just like, get a job, suckers. You jokers, get real. It's like driving. It's like, yeah. So anyway, that's enough of that. So anyway, I'm not really supposed to be sharing this. It's supposed to be like top secret, watermarked, hidden, secret, for my ears only, that type of thing. Okay, man, it's so good. This is so exciting that I had to share it with you guys. So I'm going to do what I can to skate around and sneak around the boundaries that I've got and the limitations I've got. But I had to share this with you guys. But first, before we get to the album review and all the special information, I wanted to share something really special with you. Okay, so now on to the review. It's great. It's also very surprising, but also, in a way, not very surprising for people like us who pay attention and can kind of see what might be coming on the horizon. You can kind of predict these things a bit. Anybody who's really been paying attention, a true fan, would know that eventually we would end up here with the new Ghost Hip Hop album / Ghost Pop Hymns album. Kind of a mixture between the two. So now I want to go track by track and break down the album track by track. Let me check my notes real quick. I took notes, so you might see me looking at my notes here as we go track to track. First up, Peace Field. This is an exciting and atmospheric instrumental intro track. Soundscape of a ghostly choir, but also the sounds of some evil factory. Now we go outside. Footsteps? What's this? A swamp or something. Voices. Who's this? Hanging around a campfire. It's the ghouls and past papas. There's some very interesting dialogue here at the campfire between the ghouls and the new papa, and it explains a lot of the new lore that goes along with the new papa. Then the sound ramps up and we're straight off into track 2, Lacrima. I know. Like, what's Lacrima? Is that like the material that the costumes and the robes and stuff are made out of? This is a classic ghost rocker. Kicking it out. 3 guitar solo scorchers. Listening to this song, I can hear the exact moments that those pyroblasts are going to shoot up out of the stage. Next up, track 3, Satanized. This is the single that's already out as I'm recording this video. Did you see the video? Everyone knows there are some familiar faces in the video, but did you know this one? The main character in the video is a bald priest/monk character, and the actor that plays this character just happens to be the son, in real life, of... Now, I bet people are going to be shocked when they hear this information. And I know you're probably thinking, that's fake. You think I made it up. If you're Papa, Daddy, Dada doubting me, take your little phone, go to google.com, and search for... Now, what do you think? Anyway, the song is an excellent rocker. Next up is track 4, Guiding Lights. This is the first big surprise. This is an EDM-inspired cover of Madonna's classic, Like a Prayer, with jungle and IDM-sounding kind of beats as the musical backdrop. It's got kind of a soothing sound. It's more on the side of like lo-fi beats, more than something like bro step, like heavy, hard electronic music sound. It takes time to get used to it, but after a week, I love it. Next up, track 5, De Profundis Borealis. Obviously, we all know that this is biblical Latin for the profound borealis. It makes you think. It starts off sounding like Ghost, kind of dark and old, kind of like maybe something from the first Ghost album, but it evolves. First, the rhythm changes. Next, if you're listening carefully, you'll notice that one by one, the instruments change. And eventually you'll notice that the instruments you're hearing now are not the same ones that were on the start of the song. Here we go. Before you realize it, you're listening to Papa rapping over a spicy salsa-flavored track. You spend your days in the dark with me, and at night you leave, but it's not how it should be. The shadows are in you, but you sparkle and shine. You make me wanna commit a crime. Next up is track 6, Cenotaph. All you Aliens fans, I know you thought like I did. But this is Xenomorph. This is Cenotaph. As far as I can tell from the crunchy glitch beat and spoken word verses and falsetto sung choruses, I think a cenotaph is like the electric memorial box thing grave that Johnny Silverhand made for Rogue and V at the end of Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty. You know, like the sort of grave marker thing with the box that doesn't actually have the body in there. Kind of reminds me of another Swedish band, The Hives, and their song I'm Alive, You're dancing on my grave, but I'm not in there. Number 7, Missilia Amori. Missile Armory. Fancy way of saying that? Wow. Big surprise. Straight away, it's like an old school NWA beat. I'm a new papa and I'm here to say I got a ghost feeling in a brand new way. Step back when you see me and my crew. Got a 45, an 8 gauge, and a microphone too. 8 gauge. Maybe he meant to say 12 gauge? Is 8 gauge a thing? I'm not even sure. I don't know. I'm not a gun guy or anything. Alright. Next up is track 8, Marks of the Evil One. A dark and spooky instrumental. Some might say that at 7 minutes it drags and drones on too long, but I mostly disagree, I think. Number 9, Umbra. All my soccer heads. I know what you're thinking when you hear that one. All my soccer gearheads, where you at? Pump it up. Soccer ball emoji in the comments. Let me see what you got. Let me see where you at, soccer ball gearheads. Come on. But no, that's Umbro. This is Umbra. U-M-B-R-A. Google says it's Latin, again, for shadow. The song is pretty good. Number 10, Excelsis. Where are my beginning of the Return of the Living Dead heads at? Where are you at? Pump it up in the back. Let me see you. Put those zombie emojis in the comments. Let me see you. Pump it up. Beginning of the Return of the Living Dead heads. We're up in the place. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sound off. But no, that is Excelsior that he says to spread in the crate with the skeleton. According to Google, it's also known as wood wool. This is Excelsis. Excelsis. この曲はあんまり強い印象がなかったかもしれない。なんかダダダダダダダと音がして終わるという感じ。なぜかパパが日本語で歌ってるから、俺も日本語で話そうと思いました。サウンドとしては正統派のゴーストの音です。最後の方にポストマローンが出てきて、カントリーなボイスで、ヤッホー、俺が次のパパだよと歌って、曲が終わって、アルバムも終わる。So that's it. All 10 songs. I can't wait for you guys to hear this one. It's gonna blow you away. Anyway, I'm out of here. This has been Vincent Damone with the review of Ghosts Skeleta. I'm out of here now. I need to go figure out what's making all that damn noise.